प्लीज
ठीक है, चलो ठीक है।
ओके
ये अपने
मानसी।
आप होता रहेगा। मैं
श्योर।
निकलता हूँ।
ऑल
चलो,
राइट
ऑल
सर।
द बेस्ट। बाद में बात करूंगा आपसे। बाय बाय।
Good morning, Dityendu sir. I have made you the host.
Yeah, Mehak, I saw that. Thanks. So, uh, I know I am the host, so it's very important that I stay right up till the end of meeting, and I'll be there.
Yes, okay. I will also
Just
leave now. Yeah.
sure. Just in case I have to drop from the meeting or there is an interrupt in the internet connection, I'll quickly either drop you a message or call you up so that the meeting can be
Sure,
restarted.
sure. Otherwise, you can make someone else the co-host as well.
Okay. Okay. I'll do that.
Yes.
I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, Mohit. Good morning. Hi, Charu.
Hi Neetal, hi Charu.
Hi, Dick.
Hi. So Mohit would be joining the meeting intermittently. I would be moderating in today's entire meeting. So good to have you, Neetal and Charu.
Same here.
We are connecting with other role players as well, so that they join the meeting. And once all the role players are here, we would begin. The general evaluator is joining, and we are waiting for the TMoD and the table topics master right now.
Charu, can you share your speech title and the purpose?
Charu is still booting up, it seems.
Okay.
So, Neetal, haven't had the chance to interact with you much. May I know which location are you joining from?
I'm from Hyderabad.
Wonderful. Great. So, you live in Hyderabad, and how did you get to know about these two clubs?
Ashish Agarwal introduced.
Oh, nice.
So I was part of Bright Beginnings Club. Then I discontinued 3 months back. I thought to try out some Hyderabad local club, but then they could not motivate myself to travel. Then I started searching for an online club.
Okay.
I don't like hybrid meetings where few people are in room and few are online.
Yeah.
It's boring. So either
Yeah.
everyone should be in person or everyone should be online.
Oh, yes.
So then Ashish told me join this club. I had
And
chat with Chintan and Mohit.
all
Then
right. Wonderful. And Neetal, which path have you opted for in the Pathways program?
so I'm doing innovative planning. I completed till level 4. So I'll be continuing the same pathway. I'll start giving on level 5. I'll start planning on level 5.
Wow, you already are at level 4.
Yeah, I
That's
completed.
great.
So I was
Wonderful.
with BBC for 2 years, Bright Beginnings
Okay.
Toastmasters Club. I played VP Ed and then President.
All right.
Dot dot.
That's great. You already are a veteran at Toastmasters.
Trying out new things.
Nice. And we have got all our role players now in the meeting. Ravinder, our TMoD. Hi, Ravinder. Good morning. How are you doing?
Sorry, Diptendu, I was on mute. Yeah, good morning, Diptendu. Good morning. Hi all, good morning.
Okay, then. So we have got Deepak. We still are waiting for Ashish. I'm not sure if he's facing any challenge in joining. I can't see anyone in waiting room, and I can't see Ashish still. Okay, admit all. All right, all right. Ashish is here, Ujjwal is here. So we have got all the role players in the meeting. We'll do a quick roll call. Ravinder is the TMoD for today's meeting. Deepak, morning Deepak. Deepak is the table topics master for today's meeting. Ashish, as you must be knowing, is the general evaluator for today's meeting. Our prepared speech would be delivered by Charu. So Charu, I hope you unmute yourself and start your video soon enough. And Neetal, you would be evaluating Charu's speech, am I right?
Yes.
All right, so Charu is here with us already. So Charu, please share any document that you need to share with Neetal for evaluation. And I would be playing the roles which actually need to be filled. So that would be basically our counter and grammarian. I will definitely pick up those two roles, but I would love if someone could play the role of timer. So Ujjwal, would it be possible for you to play the role of timer? Ujjwal?
Sir, I'm outside today, so
Fair enough. That's fine, Ujjwal. That's fine. Continue sticking around in the meeting. Ashish, would you be able to double up as the timer along with your GE duties?
Will be a little tough because I'll have to evaluate the table topic speakers also. So if I am doing
Yeah,
the time,
that
will be
part is difficult, correct.
I can do it.
Neetal, please take up the timer duties. And in fact, what we will do is when you are evaluating Charu's speech, I could take a note of the timings. Or maybe Ashish, when Neetal is evaluating speech during that particular section, please take out observe the timings. For rest of the meeting, Neetal would take up that responsibility of the timer.
works
Cool.
well.
Cool. The meeting is set. So let us get the ball rolling. Good morning, everyone. First up, this is me, Deeptendu, your sergeant at arms for the day. So it is winter season here in India, almost throughout the country. Not so much in South India, but let us just warm ourselves up by rubbing our palms with each other quickly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are ready for today's meeting. So this is Toastmasters, and as you all know, as Sergeant at Arms, it is my duty to apprise you of your responsibilities for the next 1.5 to 2 hours. Keep yourself on mute unless it is your turn to speak, but do try to keep your videos on for as long as possible because then it creates for a very interactive ambience and atmosphere during the meeting. Also, talk about topics such as gender, religion, politics with sensitivity, as your perspective might not exactly match with the perspective of someone else in the meeting. These are the 3 ground rules, and try to interact with each other through the chat window or even one-on-one. The goal is to network, and Zoom is a wonderful platform to network on because of its chat feature. So let us keep interacting with each other. Let us motivate each other as much as possible. Use the reactions freely, liberally, in order to let the other people know about your feelings about anything that they speak. And all in all, I wish you all the very best for the next 1.5 hours. We are going to learn a lot and have fun along the way. So this was me, Deeptendu, as the Toastmaster, as the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. Can we have a round of applause for this wonderful platform we are at? Moving on. Welcome again. This is me, Deeptendu, now taking on the role of presiding officer. So, as you all know, this is a joint venture between Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club and Toastmasters Club of Storytellers, 2 clubs which have been going hand in hand for the past many months and conducting many great meetings. We have had special sessions. We have got meetings themed around professional topics, around motivation, around storytelling. So the quality of meetings has been good. We have been fortunate to get some great new members along the way. And as we continue our journey, it is that that time of the year when the excitement in the Toastmasters community increases manifold. And you know the reason why? Because contests season has officially begun. Many clubs have already conducted their club level table topics contest and international speech contest. So to the members of Leaders Connect and Storytellers, I urge you to participate in both the contests. For table topics contest, the eligibility is simply being a member in good standing. That means being a paid member, and you would be able to participate in table topics contest. For international speech contest, the eligibility is level 2 of the path that you are pursuing. So if you really want to accelerate exponentially the learning that you derive out of Toastmasters, participate in the contests. The table topics contest would be conducted next week. That is 15th of December, and which is a Sunday, and the international speech contest would be conducted somewhere in early January. So prepare for it mentally, brace yourselves up for a wonderful contest season, and that certainly would mean that you learn a lot through your Toastmasters experience. And that was me as presiding officer. So again, for Toastmasters, for these two wonderful clubs and the competitions that are going to happen, let's have another round of applause. Cool. And today we have the opportunity of hearing from a wonderful TMoD. The TMoD's theme is also extremely interesting, as we know that the winters are here, and that's precisely the theme of today's meeting. I'm excited to know about what TMoD Ravinder Malik has to say about today's theme. So, with again a warm round of applause and with a lot of anticipation, I'd like to hand the virtual stage on to Toastmaster Ravinder. Ravinder, take it away.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dityendo, for briefing about today theme. Winters are here. And as we start with rubbing our hand and warm up. So first of all, good morning, everyone. I'm your Toastmaster of the day, Ravinder. Good morning, every fellow Toastmaster guest, and I welcome you all to the All Leaders Connect Toastmaster Club and Toastmaster Club of the Storytelling. As we all know, winters are here, and so is a season of colder weather, shorter days, and very little sunlight. And for now, like Diptendu mentioned, it's for specifically for the North India. Like I'm seeing Nital is sitting with the half sleeves, just t-shirt. I think she's from Hyderabad or some place, and she cannot feel the chilly weather. Anyways, in in North India, especially, it's officially entered the time of year when it's socially acceptable to stay in pajamas all the days, no more shorts, and we have to drink all the day hot chocolates, coffee, or milk. Okay, let's come. If I ask you when I say winters are here, if I ask the first thing, what comes in your mind?
Keep sleeping in your rug.
Okay.
Being a Punjabi, the makki ki roti and sarson ka saag is what comes to my
Yeah,
mind.
she's okay. Anyone? Okay. I am going to share a slide. Can I get the access of sharing the screen?
Just a second, Ravinder, I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Sure, sure. Thank you, Master Diptendu.
Diptendu, your background is very diverting my
Lot,
mind.
lot of coffee beans.
Yeah, so I feel like grabbing a cup
Coffee.
of coffee.
Now I understand why coffee prices are going up.
Up in winters. Yeah. So winters are basically for the coffee, hot coffee, chocolates, hot chocolates, brownies, and lot of foods. I mean, even if most of the people must be eating the peanuts if their camera is switched off, because people sitting in the bed eating the peanuts, gajak, and lot of items to eat in the winters. So can I share my screen?
Ravinder,
Okay, let me check. Thank you, Master Diptendu. Hope my screen is visible. Okay, so may I know from the very first picture, like I have I think 5 pictures. From the very first picture, can you just resemble what in the winters, what the challenge we seen at home? No, I think it's a very quite challenge for everyone. And this challenge comes from our home ministry, from our mothers or our wife, who always figuring out how these clothes will dry since there is no sunlight. So this is the one of the big challenge in the winters, just to get dry the clothes. And what about the second picture? Are you seeing any challenge, or you seeing like couple is having coffee and sitting quietly and they are happy? So the second challenge comes, who will get out from the bed, prepare the coffee and serve in the bed. So because no one wanted to go out from the warmth of the blanket, and it's everywhere in the morning, no one wanted to get up, and it's a fight. And we people, I think we have turned, one day wife will wake up early and one day husband. This same thing happen at my home. And the third challenge, that is very cute challenge with the kids. They don't want to come out from the blanket. Even they don't like to go to schools. They always wanted to stay there. Okay, I think the fourth one is very simple. I think any one of you can unmute and tell me in the winters the challenge most of the people facing.
Yeah, the challenge of taking bath in cold water, have to warm it up in a geyser or something.
Yeah, it's a big challenge. Okay, before I go with my fifth challenge, I just want everyone, I wanted to know what the picture is resembling, and there is some quotes we heard from the member in our family. They are in their 80s, or our grandparents. Do you think what they say in every winters? What is the first fifth picture is just describing? Okay, let me. This one is quite miserable. You have probably heard it someone in their 80s, or maybe from your grandparents. When the weather gets extra chilly, they start mumbling, "This could be my last winter." And you are just standing there and thinking, "Grandpa, you have been saying that every winter from the last 10 years." And the same is with my Tauzi. My Tauzi is my uncle, he's 90 plus. And from the last 5, 7 years, every winter I'm hearing the same. This could be my last. But he always able to survive with lot of warmth and the food we have in our North India. Okay. Anyways, it's all jokes aside. Just like winters, today meeting maybe feel a little chilly at first, but it will be warm up quickly with some great speeches, impromptu table topics, and even warmer feedback. So let's get ready to embrace the cold and warm the come of our wonderful Toastmaster community. Let me start about this meeting. This meeting is having three segments. In the first segment, we have our prepared speakers. They have been given objective from the Toastmaster International, and they will present their speeches according to their project. Second come with the table topic master, where the speakers are given a topic on the spot and they have to talk about 1 to 2 minutes. And table topic is the only platform in a meeting where guests are welcome. They can participate and they can speak. And the third segment is the most exciting segment, the evaluation session, where the evaluators will provide the feedback on strength and areas that can be improved. This is the our backbone of Toastmaster, because this help you to improve and help you to achieve your goal and target for you join this Toastmaster. Okay, let's start this meeting. And for this, let me invite our general evaluator of today, Toastmaster Ashish. Toastmaster Ashish will be explaining his role and introducing his team. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Ashish. Ashish, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Ravinder. Much before I tickle your backbone, as Ravinder said, that evaluation is the backbone of this meeting, let me start with a small story. This story is about a guy called David. And David loved to play ukulele. He was fascinated by it. And guess what? He made to America's Got Talent. And you know the stage. Imagine the stage where the player is playing and thereafter the judges are going to give their remarks and their voting. And the dreaded one are those three crosses, three red crosses you all might have seen. As the fate would have it, after his performance, David ended up getting the three crosses. And much more than three crosses, one judge went out of the way to say, David, who sent you here? You better go home and do something else. That feedback crushed David. He could not even touch his instrument for nearly 6 days. As he progressed, he met one mentor, and the mentor told him, David, the purpose of that person telling you that was not to give you feedback. The purpose was to attend or to have the TRP of their own channel. So a lot of time when people are giving us feedback, it's not about us, it's about them, or it's about a purpose which they are trying to fulfill. Maybe the person is trying to look very great in front of the audience rather than really keeping the speaker in mind. But that's not what we do in Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, the essence of the feedback, the essence of evaluation is very clear to enhance the value of the speaker. And today, me and my team will attempt to do just like that. And we are super excited for it. I am not alone in this journey. And as you all know, we have what we call our tag team. Yeah, as I can see a comment from Nikhil, just let me take a note of that. Keep on. Oh, all right. Okay, so yeah, that was a good one. Thanks, Nikhil, for sharing. With we as you know, we have our tag team who will be helping us to give the feedback. And they the tag team is special because the two roles of accounter as well as grammarian are going to be played by our own Diptendu. Our super, we call it as language evaluator instead of the accounter and grammarian. Let me first invite him on the stage and he share about his dual role which he's going to play today. Diptendu, over to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. GE. So, you would be surprised to know that I've already prepared my accountant's report, even though we haven't really started the meeting. I'm going to share it on the chat. So this is my accountant's report, and I really hope this is the report I share during the general evaluation section as well. As you all know that while speaking, we tend to use crutch words like crutch phrases like, I mean, and at times we tend to have irregular pauses, some too short, like speaking too fast, or some pauses which are too long and they take away from the rhythm and flow of the speech. So, as our counters, my ears would be listening for these three things: crutch words, crutch phrases, and irregular sounds, crutch sounds, or irregular pauses. And when I share my report and my observations with you, I hope it rings a bell in your ears too, and we are able to together improve as speakers. Now comes the role of grammarian. Now, grammarian is a grammar is nothing but rules. So what is the grammar of computer science? What is the grammar of marketing? What is the grammar of English language? What is the grammar of making tea? We can't really put salt inti now can we? Well, many people do, but that's not the ideal case. So when it comes to the role of grammarian, I would like to look for a simple sentence construction which is easy to understand, which follows basic rules of grammar. Basic rules of grammar means subject verb agreement, use of correct tenses, and use of correct gender, for example, use of correct prepositions. So I'll try to observe sentences and speeches as whole when it comes to language and grammar in particular. Today's word of the day is going to be very simple. The word of the day is fight. So the word of the day is going to be fight, and I'll put it on the chat window as well. So try to use the word fight as much as possible during your speech, during your table topics and your presentations. And I wish you all the very best. And please help me keep the R counters report empty till the end of the meeting. Back to Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you, our language evaluator Diptendu. We'll fight till our last breath for that. That was such an inspiring way of sharing. And by giving a simple word of the day, you've increased the chances for us to fight much often. Thank you so much for that amazing explanation. Now we move to the next role player who is going to be again a double hatter. And this time the role is going to be played by Toastmaster Neetal, who's going to be timer of the meeting today. Let's, with our round of applause, invite Toastmaster Neetal to share about her role. Over to you, Neetal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish. So warm welcome everyone from my end. And yes, I'm from Hyderabad, so it's really hot here and I'm sitting in fan. So I'll be an official time whisper for today's meeting. So what will be my job? My job will be to make sure everyone's words stay within their time boundaries, because we all know even the most brilliant ideas lose their shine when they overstay their welcome. So what will be my role as a timer? I'll be keeping track of every speech, every evaluation, and impromptu table topic. Think of me as guardian of the green, yellow, and red lights. I'll let you know when you're in the flow with green, approaching your limit with yellow, and it's when time to gracefully write it up, it will be a red. Or risk the risk that you'll be doomed if you exceed. So the timing for an impromptu speech will be a 1 minute, I'll raise a green card, 1 minute, 30 seconds, it will be an yellow card, and 2 minutes, it will be a red card. For the speeches, it will be a 5 to 7 minutes. So 5 minutes, I'll raise a green card, 6 minutes, an yellow card, and 7 minutes, a red card. And for the individual speech evaluators, 2 minutes are green card, 2 minutes, 30 seconds, an yellow card, and 3 minutes as a red card. So with this, I'll monitor your time and I'll share my report at the end of the meeting. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetal. That was a funny way of putting it. Let's avoid getting doomed and let's make sure we wrap up once we see the red light from the Neetal as soon as possible, guys. Right? Otherwise, we are risking it. In the whole, the three roles which you have heard will help us on the 3 C's of communication. That is, being concise, being clear, and being consistent. And with these 3 C's, we will be back towards the end of the meeting to share with you our evaluation. And remember, for all the evaluator and all the role players today, that the job of evaluator is not to look good on the stage, but it is to enhance the value of the speaker and is to give our 2 cents to them. Remember the story of David whenever you are evaluating anybody. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ravinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish, for this round of introduction. As our theme today is winters are here, and the people who lives in Delhi NCR, I'm not aware much about the traffic in other cities, but here in NCR, Delhi, Gurgaon, it's too huge. And in traffic, everyone have their higher temperament. In the summers, if suppose someone just touch your car by their bike or some scratches there, everyone is ready to fight. They just get out from their car and start fighting. And it's just opposite in the winters. In winters, no one want to come out from the car. Even someone hit your car little bit hard hit, some scratch is there. because their hand and fingers are frozen and they are not in mood to fight. They just ignore and go. So this is the amazing thing in the winters. We have very less fights in Delhi and NCR. Okay, now let's move to our next segment, which is the prepared speaker. So now it's time to warm up the meeting with speeches from our speakers. Our first speaker is Charu. But before calling Charu on the stage, I would like to invite Toastmaster Neetal, who will evaluate and share objective of Toastmaster Charu's speech. Toastmaster Neetal is from Hyderabad, so that's why she is not feeling the chilly weather, right? She is laughing in the half sleeves t-shirt. Anyways, she is chartered accountant working with Deloitte India, part of Bright Beginners Toastmaster Club. She is avid reader and fitness enthusiast. So a big round of applause for Neetal. Neetal, stage is over to you. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder, and thanks for a warm welcome again. So now I'm part of Leaders Connect Toastmasters Club. I dropped out of BBC. So let me introduce Charu's. Charu's objective is third speech in level 1 of Toastmasters pathway. So her speech is to organize the speech to achieve the purpose, ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforces the purpose, project sincerity and conviction, control nervousness, develop or enhance her understanding of the fundamentals needed to be a successful public speaker. So she'll be focusing on the speech writing and the speech delivery, and she will apply the feedback that she will be receiving it today. So and her title of the speech is Art of Not Taking Things Personally. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravinder.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Neetal. So our first speaker is Charu. Charu is with over 17 years of experience in data analytics, and she is IIT graduate and a best-selling author of The Lady in the Mirror. Charu brings a unique blend of passion for technology and storytelling. So I will a big round of applause for Charu. I would like to Charu just invite on the stage, and before starts a speech, let's check your mic and sound and camera settings.
Hello, good
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, hi Charu. So you will your camera angle is correct, or you want to just change some settings, or
Seems fine to me.
okay, great. Thank you. So Toastmaster Charu, art of not taking things personally. Art of not
Shall
taking
I
things
start?
personally. Toastmaster Charu.
So, shall I start, Mr. Timer? I'll start. Sorry, there's some connection drop at my end, I
No,
think.
no, Charu, you can start.
Yeah,
You can.
I can start. Okay. So, a very good morning, dear Toastmasters. I have a question for you all. Tell me, how do you feel when someone says something good about you? Good, right? And how do you feel when someone says something bad about you? Bad. It's weird, isn't it? It's as if we are a toy in hands of others to play. Press right button, feel good. Press wrong button, feel bad. I mean, we all are independent, mature, thinking beings. Then how did we come to this? How? Another example, I meet someone and I greet them, hello, and he or she makes a face, they grimace. And I think that they don't like me. Do I have body odor? In actuality, they might be in a foul mood because of something which happened to them and may not have given me even a passing thought. But I think it's because of me. Why? The answer to the previous how and this why is the same. It's because we take what others say and do very personally. Because of the survival instinct in us, which helped us survive since we were babies, we think that we are the most important person in the universe. And we continue believing that even after we have grown up. In fact, we take everything which happens in the world very personally. What's in for us? How does that impact us? It's not wrong, but it's not right either. We may not be the most important person in the universe, but we are the most important person in our universe. And our universe is quite different from the universe of other people. Our universes may overlap if we are friends or family, but we can only guess what's happening in their universe. Sometimes the guess is right, other times it is wrong. You see, we interpret what others say or do by the rules of our universe. All the while, they are acting upon the rules of their respective universe. For example, a person from England comes and says, I'll see you, man. He means well. He means to say, I'll catch up with you. A person from India might take literally. Dekh lunga tujhe. I'll keep a watch on you, man. Funny, right? It is funny how we interpret the actions of the people from other universes. Someone might tell me, you aren't looking good today. And I would think, I'm not good looking. In actuality, he or she might mean, you are a beautiful person, but today you are a little off. I'm concerned. We often want to hear what we want to hear. We often project our own insecurities, fears, and complexes through others' actions. We want to reaffirm our fears. I live in a joint family, and we are a group of weird, varied people with different age groups, but we coexist despite the differences. How? Because we all know that we are the kings and queens of our respective universe. And we should treat others just like a gracious king or queen treats a gracious king or queen from another universe with respect, awe, and curiosity. The problem comes when we rightfully consider ourselves the king and queen of our universe, but we consider others as mere subjects of our universe. The problem comes when we fail to acknowledge their journey, their experience, their universe. So it is very important to acknowledge and give respect to others' journey. Now, I know that we should not take what others say personally, but we should realize that people do take things personally. What I mean to say is that we should choose our words very carefully because they might impact others. At the same time, we should not give others the power to destroy our universe through their words. A very lovely, beautiful aunt of mine was in a foul mood when she came back from office. And her daughter was dancing merrily, oblivious of her mother's predicament. And she said, Stop your dance. You are a pathetic dancer. You are giving me a hard headache. The girl took it to heart and never danced despite being a gifted dancer. What you say to others might ring into their mind for years to come. So please be cognizant of what you say. Words have power, don't they? Or else why would intelligent people like you and me being wasting their time at a fair like Toastmasters? Now the question comes, it's okay, we shouldn't take things personally and we should also understand others' mindset and, create a kind of balance. But how do we do that? How do we not take things personally? I'll give you a personal example. Once, my manager reprimanded me in front of the entire team. A lot of people were there because I did not finish something, a project on a deadline. So I called him up and said that I am resigning. I have self-respect and I cannot let someone insult me like this. And he said very coolly, Well, Charu, you take your work very personally. People say things and forget about it. People say things to you without thinking about you. So don't worry much. Get going, complete your project. We will give you accolades later once you finish it. Don't take that to heart either. Now think about it. How much time do you spend thinking about others? And how much time do you spend thinking about what others are thinking about you? I'm sure the later is more. It's a secret that in an interview, you of course want the interviewer to like you, but the interviewer also wants you to like them. So, my dear friends, my dear Toastmasters guests, folks, Break yourself free. Don't think much about what others are thinking about you, because in any case, they don't think that much about it. If you really want to invest your time thinking, then think about your journey, your experiences, your life, your health, and rest would come easy. Just be happy and don't take things personally. In fact, be your personal ally. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Toastmaster Charu. It was wonderful speech. So I would request everyone to write few words of encouragement for speaker, and timer please indicate after 1 minute is over. Okay, in the meantime, for the second speaker, Colonel Prakash, can we check audio and video settings for you?
Yeah, morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you.
Ravinder, we can carry on.
Yes, okay. I think thank you everyone for writing and encouraging Charu. Okay, now let's move to our next speech. And speaker is Colonel Prem Prakash. But before calling Prem Prakash on the stage, I would like to invite Toastmaster Deep Tendu, who will evaluate and share objective of Toastmaster Prem's speech. Deep Tendu is a musical and public speaker by passion. He works as a software engineer in telecom domain. He is engaged in data analytics and AI domain. So a big round of applause for Master Deep Tendu. Deep Tendu, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. TMoD. So today I have the opportunity to evaluate Colonel Prem's speech. He is pursuing the path of presentation mastery and is currently at level 2. The broad objectives of this speech are going to be understanding one's own presentation style, being effective with body language, and of course, the speech can be of any type. It could be humorous, motivational, or inspirational. What the speech should not be is a report on the project. I wish Colonel Prem the very best. The time duration is going to be 5 to 7 minutes, and back to Toastmaster Ravinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deep Tendu, for briefing. Now let's welcome Colonel Prem Prakash. Colonel Prem Prakash has a diverse background including army services, education, and expertise in soft skills. So now I am calling Toastmaster Prem Prakash. Toastmaster Prem Prakash, spirituality at workplace. Spirituality at workplace, Toastmaster Prem.
Yeah, namaskar and good morning, fellow Toastmasters. We just had a interaction yesterday on spirituality, and I had a look-see at the YouTube as well. And I think it was a great interaction. Unfortunately, I missed that. But I thought, let me take that conversation further and talk about spirituality at workplace. How many of us remember 26/11/2008? You just passed that date about what, over 10 days now. We had a terrorist attack in Bombay, Taj, Narman Point, and that railway station, and at other places. So that was Tata's, and how the people reacted and did that follow-up action against the terrorist attack. I think it is quite vivid in our minds. There's also a lot of research about how everybody conducted themselves, followed it up, and the organizations, how they took care of people, and so on and so forth. Can we also think about which are those good places to work at? Yes. So there are, these good places to work at in India, at abroad. When we think of around the world, some names which come to our mind are these Google, these Apples. When we think of India, the likes of Hilton, Cisco, DHL, and these are also listed on the website as well. When we think of spirituality at workplace, there definitely exists a positive connection between spirituality and our satisfaction at work, our commitment at work, our behavior at work. There is also demographics which have positive correlation in terms of when we think of demographics, in terms of age, in terms of occupation, in terms of gender, in terms of type of organization, in terms of marital life of people, all this also has connection with, workplace environment. So what is spirit about and what is the spirituality about? Spirit is about the life force, which gives vitality to us. And spirituality also connects with that kind of vitality. There are a large number of interpretations and definitions of spirituality. I personally believe that spirituality is about self-awareness, connection about self, and with the Supreme Self. That is spirituality for me. It is about powerful self. It is about oneness with self and the Supreme Self. It's about awareness, about the present, and about the transcendence of this self. When we talk of spirituality at workplace, I think we need to think about ourselves and then, of course, the characteristics of the workplace. So if we think about the spirituality within ourselves, the spiritual connection, the mystical presence, the inner life, the kind of work that we have, then the sense of community feeling that we have, then the kind of satisfaction, the commitment, and the behavior that we have. When we think of the characteristics of workplace, then we should think of the diversity, the competing environment, the socio-economic relationship, and the environment. There's also connection of with community, with self. And Alvin Toffler, in his 1980 that book Third Wave, is also mentioned about fourth wave, where he spoke about spirituality-based firm, and that is where he also spoke of organizational fourth wave. And in that, there is a discussion about horizontal and vertical dimension of spirituality. Horizontal dimension is about connection with people and the organization. And the vertical dimension is about connection with oneself. Right? And so when we talk about this spirituality within ourselves, I think we need to focus on ourselves to make ourselves more satisfied and happy and empower our inner selves. When we talk about ourselves, we should look at the inner, the self-realization, then interconnectedness with the higher self, personal satisfaction, and so on. And at workplace, again, we need to look at how we are connected with other people. Do we have this feeling of community? Right? And definitely, if we have that sense of satisfaction, the sense of that spiritual self, we are definitely going to connect well, and that level of satisfaction, commitment, behavior will be positive. So to close, let me quote Just as candle cannot burn without fire, we cannot exist without spiritual life. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prem. Yes, spirituality play a vital role in our life. And being spiritual is, for it's my opinion, is very nice. So thank you, Prem. I will request everyone to write few words of encouragement for our speaker, and timer please indicate after 1 minute is over. Okay, thank you everyone for writing beautiful message and encouraging our speakers. So now let's move on again. The winters are here. So a survey say people tend to gain weight during the colder months. Any reason why? Oh, none of you are gaining the weight during the winters. I used to gain weight 3 to 4 kg in winters, and the only reason where we people just magically transform into professional bed occupier. We never want to go outside. We don't want to go any jogging, any regular exercises, and we continuously eating all sort of delicious foods. I believe the foods I am about to show on the screen will definitely bring a smile on your face. And be honest, half of you will either be ordering them online or heading straight to your favorite restaurant after this meeting. I'm just sharing my screen and let's see how you like this food.
Ravinder, if this time I gain weight, it will be on your account.
Oh, means you are not gaining weight in winter, Ashish. I think you must be gaining because just you mentioned before our speech start, our theme, you mentioned the makki di roti, sarson da saag, and this gajar da halwa and all these things, right? So these are
I
the
do. I do always, but I need somebody to be responsible for that. No, so this time,
okay, definitely I'll take the responsibility. Okay, so the first is our pinny sweets balls. I seen at homes even when we were younger, and that time resources are very minimum. Nowadays we can go at restaurant, we can buy these penny sweet balls, other sweets. But when we used to live in small town, we used to had these sweets only at Diwali occasions or other occasions. And I remember we used to fight among siblings because we had very limited quantity. So this is one of the favorite food, and I think everyone in North India prepare these sweet pinny balls. Next again, carrot halwa. This is not simple, but it requires a lot of efforts, milk, carrot, and other dry fruits. And if you are preparing at home, it require minimum 3 to 4 hours. And next is again green healthy vegetables. In summers we are having very less vegetables, very less options. But in winters, if you will go to market, you will see greenery vegetables, which is very healthy for us. So winters is, we say it's healthy in one sense, and gaining the weight in another sense, and we cannot go out, that it's individual. Because I seen most of the people who are fitness enthusiasts, they used to go in morning also, even it's chilly weather. And the last one, like our Toastmaster Ashish, before we start, mention about makke di roti and sarson da saag, cornmeal flat bread and mustard green curry. So these are the foods which we used to have in winters at every home. I think before it about to end, we just start preparing for the next slot. Anyways, so winter is continue going on. Let's move to our next topic, that is the table topics. So in the table topic where you can expect to be called on to speak at the moment notice, just like when you are stuck outside in winters without a coat and wind is blowing. Our table topic master, Toastmaster Deepak, will challenge us to think on our feet. Much like we do, we are trying to find out our keys in a snowstorm. So let's welcome to the stage with round of applause Toastmaster Deepak. Toastmaster Deepak, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder, for great starts of meeting. And welcome to the another interesting session of Toastmaster meeting, which is table topics, where not only member but guest also comes and can speaks on the impromptu topics which given by table topic master, means by me. So as table topic master today, I comes with little different way. I comes here with a small story. Hope you guys will like it, and if not, it's okay. So in table topics, I need at least 7-8 volunteer. So please nominate yourself. I will pick during the story and then ask about the impromptu speaking. So can I have the hand raise for your impromptu speaking? Let me check who raised the hand first. Guys, please nominate yourself. Okay, Colonel Prem, Lavina, Toastmaster Ravinder, Toastmaster Sima. Thank you. So, okay, let me start the story. So the story is something not exactly for me, but it's kind of relatable with me. So once upon a time, in the land of spreadsheets and the conference call, a brave soul decided to present in a monthly office meeting. Okay, so the first question here comes, and I pick Toastmaster Lavina for the impromptu speaking. Your topic is the most awkward presentation moment. The most awkward presentation moment. Toastmaster Lavina.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. So I haven't had a chance to deliver presentations so far. There was only one instance when I did get a 5-minute window in a 3-hour long event where I could present a couple of slides. But I guess if I the whole gamut of all the presentations I've been through and I have witnessed, even not only the ones the couple of presentations that I have delivered, but the ones I have witnessed also. I think the most awkward thing in the presentation is when we don't have audience participation, and when mostly the audience are like zoned out, and they didn't pay attention to the question, or they didn't pay attention to the point being discussed. And sometimes the presenter, and in this instance that was me, I was assuming that there would be people interested, and there would be people who would be giving out replies to whatever question or whatever clues I would be giving. So that was very awkward, and there was only one person out of like 10, sorry, 25, 30 people. So that I think should be that I took as a learning, and I really think that that has helped me. And now I plan the questions or the audience interaction that I need to keep in my webinars or yeah, not really presentations. I don't do much presentations, but yeah, my webinars, I try to keep that thing organic and do with lesser audience responses, and I don't keep high expectations over there. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lavina. And I'll also share my experience of the most awkward moments during my story. So meet Deepak, a usually quite SCM guy, means no fight to anyone. So I suddenly found the courage to present my new project management plan. I prepared meticulously, creating a PowerPoint deck filled with charts, graphs, and color-coded bullet points. On the big day, I was nervous but determined. Remember it. It's all about energizing the audience, I told myself. So the next topic is for Toastmaster Manoj. So Manoj, your topic is ways to hook your audience. Ways to hook your audience. Toastmaster Manoj.
Happy morning to each one of you. The ways to hook a audience is how you stand and use that curve on your face. Before you start speaking, connect with the audience. Connection is the hook, and that starts with a smile on your face. Because the smile, the word itself contains a mile within. It will resonate with 1, 2, and the whole audience in front of you are going to smile. So once you connect, then you convey your points. And when you're conveying the points, again, most often, whatever you speak, people would be knowing it. Why not start knowing how much is the level to start with? So better to ask a few pointed questions where people can give back certain answers. There, you arouse their interest. Then, of course, whatever they do not know, the take-up level, once you know their take-up level, then you can give your content. Now, any kind of delivery has two aspects. One is the content, another is the delivery part. Content need to be carved in a certain fashion as per the people in front of you. Are they quite elderly people, becoming to certain segment, or kids? So based on that, you have to carve a language and the content. And finally, delivery need to be going for different aspects like how you stand and how you deliver, getting in all those kind of spice it up with good language and of course your pitch, vocal variety, your eye contact, and of course bringing in little bit of humor here and there. All these are going to spice up our delivery. So all these are going to make a successful presentation any day. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manoj. So by your speech, I felt I have to learn a lot of things to hook the audience. Okay, I move to my story. So as I began, things started off rocky. My opening line was supposed to be, let's streamline our project line. But outcomes are, let's cream our project mangoes. The entire room erupted in chuckles. I blushed, stammered, and tried to regain my composure. I mean, not mango. Obviously, let's not talk about the fruits. So, okay, the next topic for I can't see the raise hand, but yes, Colonel Prem, I can see you are here and you raise your hand. So, Colonel Prem, your topic is the funniest miscommunication. The funniest miscommunication. Dr. Prem.
Okay, good morning, friends. So let me see if I can fight through my memory to get on the funniest kind of miscommunication. And I'll have to tickle my long-term memory and see if I can do that and how there is this funniest communication. Yes. In fact, just yesterday, I told our principal or sent him a message that normally we at school have mass BT or drill during Saturdays. And so that is, we should follow that. And however, and I had also sent out a message in our official WhatsApp group. But then after a while, I saw the message of principal that there will be, I spoke about drill. So this message came that there will be mass PT, tomorrow during assembly time. So I wondered that has principal misunderstood, or is he sort of not sure what is the sort of schedule that is to be followed? So I gave him a call and then asked him that, I sent a different message, but then your message is contrary to mine. So will that create confusion for the, teachers and other students? So then he said, no, sir, I thought that it was drill after the mass PT. And so I told him, no, it will be either mass PT or drill. One of these two will happen. So then, of course, he corrected himself and sent out the message to correct himself. And so finally, then this happened, that drill happened after the assembly as per the normal culture and practice that we had, and also the instructions. So well, I think this is what it is. So I may not be the funniest miscommunication, but yes, a miscommunication of a kind that I could share with everybody. Over to you, Toastmaster. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prem. Okay, I move on to the story. So I soldered on and clicking through slides. Then came the section on time management. I mean to say time is honey. Instead, I exclaimed time is honey. A few coworkers whispered, so sweet. Laughter bubbled up again and my confidence started to dwindle. So, okay. So next improper topic to Toastmaster Seema. So Toastmaster Seema, your topic is best office inside jokes. Best office inside jokes, Toastmaster Seema.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on the best office at, like the best thing at office. So I really feel that it's very important to stay connected with everything, whether it's personal or professional life. So, in my opinion, I believe the best office is all about staying connected with oneself and staying connected with the customers one is supposed to serve the best. So, as a trainer, I myself have got the privilege to serve students with, of course, language skills. So, I just make sure that to provide them quality service through, of course, adding value to them. If I quote an example, that is, when I'm going to do a lesson, say related to tenses or related to all the grammar aspects, then I make sure that I'm going to add some activities to it so that they are going to enjoy it. Because, in my opinion, office is nothing. Office is all about a place where one is going to work on a common objective that I already quoted to serve the best to our customers. So in that ways, my students really enjoy, they learn, and back home they get some takeaways. So all in all, I believe office is all about where the person is going to get, and then of course the monetary aspects. But yes, in other ways, it is providing the best and doing justice with what one has got. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Seema. Thank you for joining. Okay, move to my story. My boss, who was known for his stern demeanor, couldn't hold back the laughter. This is certainly a positive additional to our meetings. He shouted, and the room erupted, completely forgetting about the agenda. I thought he might as well roll with it. Who doesn't love a good cat's video to boost morale, right? So the next topic for Toastmaster Ravinder. Your topic is the importance of humor in workplace. The importance of humor in workplace. Toastmaster Ravinder.
I think Monday is very tough for everyone. After taking off 2 days, Saturday, Sunday, it's very hard to wake up Monday and go to the office because they find office very hectic, not a fun-loving place. But I don't have any glue Monday. I always like Monday because I being energized in 2 days, whatever I wanted to do, either want to sleep, I sleep. I want to join Toastmaster, connect with the beautiful people, I do this. If I want to connect with my friends, I got an enough time. And Monday is always fun for me. Yes, having the good friends at workplace is very rarest. And if you have the good friends at workplace with whom you can laugh, you can share your thoughts, and you can mingle, you are one of the luckiest person. And without humor, what is humor? Humor is not just only laughing, it's about someone can feel what you are feeling. If you sad, they notice, yes, you are sad, and they help you to bring out from that moment and bring smile on your face. That is true friend, and I will call that is humor. But what I have seen at workplace, most of the time we are fighting for our appraisals, our growth. For me, I have the 17 years of experience, and for me, growth is not in papers. If you are become manager, senior manager, and director, for me, growth is with people where you can mingle, you grow together, and laugh together. So yes, finding the humorous at place is very tough, but if you also start looking others in a positive way, connecting with the people, then humor will automatically come at the workplace also. So, yes, without humor, you cannot survive. You become sick, you become depressed. So, laugh as much as you can. Like there was topic from our one speaker, don't take anything personally. Everything comes and goes. So always stay laugh, happy. If you can spread humor in your meetings, try to make people laugh. Over to you, Toastmaster Deepak. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravinder. Well explained. So can we have two more volunteer to be
हेलो
in for impromptu speaking? Yes,
हाँ जी
Toastmaster
आ गए आप
Dityendu.
हाँ तो यहीं पे ही हो
So I move on
नहीं
to my
आई
story. Fueled by the laughter, I try to refocus. So on the budget forecast, said instead the project played my vacations photos from the last summer. I swear this is not a part of presentation. I laughed awkwardly unless we start a beach themes project. So Toastmaster Dityendu, your topic is the best vacation story and lesson learned. The best vacation story and the lesson learned. Toastmaster Dityendu.
Vacations are a time where we let ourselves go. There is a phrase in Hindi that is hawa pani change karna, which is just a change of that one has. And I think what one lets go of are the burdens that one carries with oneself on a daily basis, the responsibilities at home and at work, the need to be proper and to behave in a proper manner in front of everyone. These are the crutches, the baggages that one lets go of while on a vacation, and the enjoyment comes from the fact that the smell of the air itself has changed when you move from your base location or from your home to a place of vacation. So one interesting story that I have from one of the vacations that I was on is from the city of Dehradun. It was raining incessantly that evening, and my friends and I were stuck at one corner of the road. We had to reach our hotel, but the rain was so severe we did not carry any raincoat or umbrella, and the roads were flooded with water, so it wasn't really possible to just run across the road and onto our hotel. And then there was a beer bar, a place which serves alcohol, which sells alcohol right across the road. And what we saw from the other side was just magical. There were droves of people who were braving this rain, the flooded road, and going towards the place which sells alcohol. Now, it wasn't just that the people were going there. There was a big pothole which was covered with water, therefore invisible to the eye. And someone fell into that hole. So once people got aware of it, everyone made each other aware, hey, there is a hole there, be careful. But what we observed was that the people were so focused on the act of buying alcohol that they were looking at the shop and at the hoarding, paying no heed to all the advice they were getting, all the telltale signs that they were getting from their surroundings. And one after the other, men kept falling into the same pothole. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was not only a little humorous to watch people fall. Well, it was humorous because no one really got hurt. But the other lesson was that even when on a vacation, if we keep repeating the same patterns that we do when we are at our home or at office, then there is really no point of going on a vacation. So let yourself go on a vacation, even if it means falling into a pothole in order to reach that favorite shop of yours. With this, I'd like to hand it back.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dityendu, for nice story. Toastmaster Satish, do you want to go next? Toastmaster Satish? Okay, so I'll go to Toastmaster Ashish. So Toastmaster Ashish, I am in my last slide. So I request for the last topics. So okay, finally I go to the last slides, which was meant to summarize the key point instead of presenting a well-crafted conclusion. I accidentally clicked the reveal a slide that says Deepak's epic presentation, how not to present. The crowd gasps before erupting in laughter once again. You know what? May I should take my own advice? I kept. So Toastmaster Ashish, your topic is what makes a good presentation. What makes a good presentation, Toastmaster Ashish?
What makes a good presentation? What do you think, Toastmasters? The moment anybody come and tell us presentation, instantly our mind goes to that PowerPoint, isn't it? See, this is why perhaps Microsoft is the largest company, one of the largest company. They are facing some challenge from NVIDIA, but still it's a very large corporation because it has instilled in our minds. The moment we think of presentation, PPT comes to our mind. But today, right now, what I'm giving is a presentation as well. Now, when it comes to what's one most important aspect of the presentation, you know what is that? While you all perhaps will have your own thoughts, I think the most important part of the presentation is showing up. Today, it's Sunday. Ravinder showed us that it's winter time at most of our places except for Neetal. We could have been sleeping in our beds, relaxing, or enjoying some of the foods that he presented. But instead of that, we decided to show up. Today is my self care day, and you see henna on my head. Despite that, I decided to show up. And to me, that's the most important aspect of the presentation. I might not be looking my best, I might not be sounding my best, but I am still showing up and I'm still here with my friends, celebrating this lovely day with my good Toastmaster friends. To me, that's the most important part of the presentation, to show up every time. Back to you, TMoD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Assis. Thank you very much for the interesting story. So this is all from table topics. So before I hand over the stage to Toastmaster Ravinder, the last topic is for Toastmaster Nital Jain. So Toastmaster Nital, your topic is lesson from failure. Lesson from failure.
I'll start. Failure is a stepping stone to success. That is what we hear from beginning of our life. So as a kid, I see a kid with Seema. So she might be falling very often, but she doesn't give up. She will pick her up, walk again. Likewise, when a kid starts bicycling, he or she will fall, but they won't give up. But as an adult, we tend to take failure on our head. When we fail, we regret. We don't try to think, why did we fail? What happened that caused the failure? But we regret. And I have seen some of the people who start drinking or smoking when they fail, and some of people like me who hits the gym and try to do something crazy to overcome the failure. So failure is a part of life, and knowing why did you fail, when and you should also give you a chance to fail. So as a chartered accountants, if you hear from anyone, you will listen one story. We all failed. We all must have failed one of our exams, one of the stepping stone, but we never gave up. And we succeeded, and we are here today. In our office culture, we fail. We fail to communicate. We fail to meet the deadlines. We fail to present it in the way that we planned. But giving up is not an option. Yesterday, I was reading a book, Who Moved My Cheese. So there was a quote in that. What will you do if you weren't afraid of? I thought to myself, what will I do if I was afraid of? I wrote it to Ashish that I did 2000 rope jumping. I was afraid that I'll injure myself, but then I overcame that and I achieved something which I thought I'll fail at. So give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. Back to you, Toastmaster Deepak.
Very nice. Thank you, Toastmaster Nital Jain. And yes, the lesson from the failure. So this is today's meeting, and as Toastmaster, table topic master. So this is again a failure for me, but it's not mean that I'll not come again. So I'll definitely come again with the different idea and different stories. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Ravinder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. It was really very wonderful and unique session in our Toastmaster, and it was very engaging. I hope you got answer all of your questions from your story. That's all. And the wonderful thing is you engaged each and everyone. I believe no one is escaped in this meeting whom you don't called. So again, a big applause for Toastmaster Deepak for coming forward and sharing the story along with this unique table topics. Okay, so let's move ahead. And before I call the general evaluator, let me conclude over the our theme. Winters are here. Let me conclude. Winter is not just about the cold. It's a time of new beginnings. It's a reminder that just like like the seasons, our lives are constantly changing. We experience moment of rest, reflection, and also anticipation of what to come next. So let's remember to stay warm, stay positive, and support each other as we venture through this Toastmaster meeting together. Thank you all for being here today. And I would like to invite Toastmaster evaluator of today, Toastmaster Ashish, over to you. Thank you.
So here come the man who has henna on the head instead of the henna on the palms. Okay, so the story which Toastmaster Ravinder has shared with all of us is about staying warm. What a lovely message, man. Winter or no winter, staying warm, having a warm heart, it's such lovely message. And I would go to Hindi as our friend Duptendu also went, and I'll cover that in my evaluation. You know, one of the very nice couplet I read is, अगर दिल लगा लिया होता यारों के साथ तो हमें ना खोलना, अगर दिल खोल लिया होता यारों के साथ तो हमें ना खोलना पड़ता औजारों के साथ, which translate that if you attach your heart with your friends, then doctors will not have to open it up with the equipments, right? So I'm a very bad translator. I'm not sure how bad I am as a speaker, but I'm a very bad on translation. Hopefully many of you know Hindi and you can understand it better in Hindi rather than my translation. Thank you so much. And we start the evaluation section where we will have heart to heart, not we will open the hearts with our friends rather than opening it with the equipments. And to start the session, let me first invite the evaluator of our first speaker, and that evaluation will be done by Toastmaster Neetal. Stage is your, Toastmaster Neetal.
You will keep the timing?
Yeah, Ravinder, could you help me to keep the timing? Actually, I won't be able to show the cards.
I'll do. I'll
Yeah,
count.
thank you.
Thank you. So Charu's title of the speech title was Art of Not Taking Things Personally. It was a remarkable opening, and she opened with a question. What if someone gives you a good comment, and what if someone gives you a bad comment? That was thought-provoking. And it engaged. From the beginning, the content was engaging. And she was able to give relatable examples. She had given examples of the office scenarios, of a joint family situation, and how it should be taken when we are not taking things personally. So she started with a wonderful question, and she was able to grab the attention of the audience. She chose a topic which we all face on everyday basis. When to detach ourselves and when to attach ourselves. And that's a question that we keep asking, how not to take things personally. I face it very often, and the speech was wonderfully covering all the aspects. So some of the areas of improvement that I could suggest to Charu are body language and the stage presence. As it is her level 1 speech, I would go like she would just stand up and use the body language with a purpose. Though she may not cover the entire space as it is a video call, but would motivate her in her next speech to stand up and use the space properly and use the hand gestures so that she can emphasize on the words what she wants to speak about. Coming to vocal variety, she tried emphasizing some of the words, but most of her speech was flat. So in her next speech, I would encourage her to emphasize on the words, to try a vocal variety, to add variation in the pitch, the volume. And in many places, she was very fast. I could not catch what she was saying. So I would encourage to have a proper spacing and take deep breaths during the speech. Structure of the flow, though there were a lot of examples, but I felt it lacked structure. Joint family situation, then an office situation, and then few other examples. It did not have a proper structure. So the content can be rewritten in a structured way to have that impact what she intended to give. And there were places where she was repeating the words. So I would encourage to reduce the repetition and have a structure in the speech. Lastly, the conclusion, she could have left us with a proper conclusion and a key takeaway. But overall, a wonderful for a level 1 speech and a very good delivery and content. Thank you.
Let's put our heads together to our evaluator, Toastmaster Neetal. Charu, it was indeed, as mentioned by Neetal, speech filled with a lot of interesting content. And the way you started with regard to asking question and your gesture at the end, I think that's the one which touched my heart the most. Now we move to our evaluator two, evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Prem Prakash. Let's invite evaluator 2 on the stage, please.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. So today, Colonel Prem delivered a project from Presentation Mastery. The title of the speech was Spirituality at Workplace. First up, the title of the speech itself was intriguing, was very relevant. Most of us are, probably all of us are working professionals, and some spiritual practice or some spiritual tricks that we could apply at workplace would certainly serve us well in our professional life. So good job with respect to selecting speech title and the theme of the speech. Moving on, the introductory part of the speech had a reference to 2611, which was an incredibly terrifying moment for our country. So that certainly would have evoked some emotion in all of us. It did in me, that of fear. And Colonel Prem then talked about the effect and impact that the event had on people, on the country, and also to the to the corporates. So the event certainly had an impact on the corporates. Now this is where the title started making sense and started merging with the body of the speech. So again, the hook, the introductory part of the speech, the reference of 2611 was hard hitting. The speech then moved on, and Colonel Prem then defined spirituality, its meaning. He broke the word down, explaining in his own way what spirituality meant. So that again helped us understand his perspective on spirituality better. This is where I think a certain tricks could have been played with the structure of the speech. The beginning of the speech, for example, could have been structured better. 2611 was a hard-hitting anecdote to start with. There wasn't any need of any reference to any other thing. For example, I saw a YouTube video. Things like that could simply would have been edited out of the speech. Also, there were some important words which caught my attention: satisfaction, commitment, and behavior, that were used multiple times in the speech. And I was hoping that Colonel Prem would merge or weave these words into our actions in a corporate setup, and how spirituality can positively impact our satisfaction levels, our commitment levels, and our behavior while working in a corporate. So that is something I wished I could have heard more of. But moving on, when Colonel Prem talked about the horizontal and vertical dimensions of spirituality, that according to me was a great insight and something that I'm going to take back home. So all in all, the exploration of the word spirituality was done very well by Colonel Prem. The speech title, the introductory hook were on point. What needs to be worked upon is the structure of the speech, so that it is first of all easy to understand. And when using things like satisfaction, commitment, and behavior, it's important to weave these things together with the overall purpose of the speech, which is how spirituality impacts us at workplace. So with these certain chinks ironed out, I'm sure that this speech would not only suit a Toastmasters audience, but audience across the board. With this, I hand it back to Mr. GE.
Thank you so much for that lovely evaluation covering proper CRC, Diptendu, Toastmaster Diptendu. With regard to my 2 cents for Colonel Prem, aside of what is of course covered very elaborately by Toastmaster Diptendu, I would perhaps challenge you to incorporate a little bit incrementally the voice modulation part of it. I think your content is always very enriching and inspiring. The part on voice modulation will enhance the delivery and the impact of the speech to multiple fold. I think that's one aspect perhaps next time when you come on the stage you could challenge yourself with. But thanks so much for that lovely take on on a topic which is so very dear to my heart with regard to spirituality. It has implication much more than perhaps all of us can think. Thanks for that. And now we move to our tag team report. And first, again, I invite, let's first start with timer this time. And timer, Toastmaster Neetal, if you could share your report.
The time was ticking and I was keeping a note of it. And we all did a wonderful job in speaking within the time, except me, who has exceeded in my evaluation report. So we'll start with speech. Charu took 7 minutes, 2 seconds. Toastmaster Prem Prakash took 6 minutes, 25 seconds. Then coming to table topics, Toastmaster Lovina took 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Toastmaster Manoj took 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Toastmaster Prem Prakash took 2 minutes, 32 seconds. Toastmaster Seema, 1 minute, 45 seconds. Toastmaster Ravinder, 2 minutes, 58 seconds. Toastmaster Dipendu, 2 minutes, 34 seconds. Toastmaster Ashish, 1 minute, 47 seconds. And Toastmaster Neetal, 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Coming to speech evaluation, I took 3 minutes, 17 seconds. And Toastmaster Dipendu took 2 minutes, 53 seconds. I guess no one got disqualified. So back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Ashish.
Thanks so much for diligently noting the time, Toastmaster Neetal. This is one of the difficult job as I find it. I get immersed very often in the quality of the speeches and then I forget to keep the time around it. Yes, anything above 2 minutes 30 seconds from a table topic standpoint will be disqualified with regard to the timing. And since the context is coming, guys, let's start bracing ourselves. Anything above 2 minutes 30 seconds or 7 minutes 30 seconds is a death knell for the speaker. I find it difficult as well. Let's be more careful with regard to the time. So anything above 2 minutes 30 seconds from a table topic, evaluation 3 minutes 10 also is qualified because the time limit is 2 minutes to 3 minutes. So 3 minutes 30 seconds is fine. But thanks for diligently noting it. Now we move to our fighter, Toastmaster Diktendu, to share with us the report of grammarian and accounter. Over to you,
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. At this point, I'll share my screen, and it is a combination report of accounter and grammarian. Give me a second. All right. So this, the slide that you're seeing right now enlists my observation as a grammarian. So the word of the day has been used multiple times by Toastmaster Ashish, was used by Toastmaster Deepak as well. And as far as Ashish is concerned, there were so many good phrases and words that he used during the meeting. As far as Ravinder is concerned, the quote to introduce the table topic master was very interesting. It was something to the tune of being caught unaware. Some areas which Ravinder could improve on. So there was a phrase, not a fun-loving space, not a fun-loving place. Well, not a fun place. He was talking about office. Having a friend at office is very rarest. Instead of that, it should have been is very rare or is rare, not even very. Toastmaster Deepak, of course, used the word of the day once. Colonel Prem has had a couple of good phrases and words, tickled my memory and contrary. Neetal is a fabulous speaker, has got great command over language. That is why I just wanted to find out something that I could point out. But there was a phrase structure of the flow. Was I think the comment was on the flow or on the structure of the speech, so she mashed those two words together. But of course, lots to learn from Toastmaster Neetal and the way she uses language. Charu also has great command over language and used the word grimace in her speech. Now my observations as the counter are as follows. Ashish, of course, did not have any crutch words or phrases. Toastmaster Ravinder, a general comment for you would be to use to be more careful with the pronunciation. Just listen to more. Just a second. Okay, so the comment for you, Toastmaster Ravinder, is just be a little be a little more aware of the pronunciation of words and the sentence construction, because you have got great insight. So if the pronunciation could be polished a little bit more, you would appeal to a lot wider set of audiences. Toastmaster Deepak, there were notable R's, and I'd have the same comment for you to focus a little bit on pronunciation. Colonel Prem and Toastmaster Seema avoided R's, which was very interesting for me. It isn't as if their speech did not have break or pauses, but I could very well imagine that someone could have filled them with R's, but Prem and Seema did not. So maybe we could relook at the recording of this meeting and see what Colonel Prem and Seema, the way they spoke, and just omit the us whenever there is an urge to fill silence with us. So that is why I mentioned it. Colonel Prem used a catchphrase, sort of. Charu was spoke rapid at a very rapid clip at the beginning, and there was no pause after the question. I know Neetal has already mentioned it during her evaluation reports, but I thought I should highlight that as well. Seema, so that they are going to. So that they there was a phrase used by Seema, so that they are going to. So instead of that, it should be so that they. And there is a tendency in many speakers to use if I, agar main. This is the kind of thing, this is how we construct sentences in our head, and we translate it to English. So this is another thing we could try to omit from our speech. For Lavina, the crutch phrases were you know and whatever, and Manoj had one long pause and was perfect otherwise. So I think all of you did a fabulous job with the language. Of course, I learned a lot from all of you, and let us just keep on working on our skills and become better speakers. Thank you, and back to Mr. GE.
I'm
Seema
sorry
has
to
her hand up.
intervene. Yeah. Diptendu, could you please repeat what did you say about my respective sentence or the phrase?
Yes, sure. So, coming back to the slide, uh, and there was a phrase so that they are going to. Now I don't remember the sentence, but the phrase simply could have been so that they, and you just continue with your thought. Also, second point is starting a sentence with if I were to tell you. So this my recommendation is avoid it or omit it altogether, because according to me it is just a Hindi translation of अगर मैं ये बताऊं तो, अगर मैं ये कहूं तो. So so I would personally recommend everyone, and I try to practice it myself, to omit this altogether. So these are the two recommendations I have.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Dipendu. The insights in your reports were as many as the coffee beans on your background. And a big round of applause to all our tag team members, or rather, the two of our tag team members, because both of them double hatted today. And you all know how challenging that is, and they did still a lovely job. So we start with our evaluation now, and I'll begin first with the table topics speakers. So for table topic speakers, I start with the first speaker, Lena, whose topic was most awkward presentation moment. So with regard to the presentation moment, she spoke about lack of audience participation. Yes, having a difficult audience, we know how challenging it can be, and if they are not responding to question. And she ended up by saying that she learned how to expect less from the audience and have a plan B kind of how to manage that. I think the attempt was really good. It was very relatable. Try and see to create a little more curiosity in the beginning when you start Toastmaster, Lena. That will take your speech to the next level, but amazingly well attempted topic. Congratulations. Second speaker was Toastmaster Manoj, and the topic was ways to hook your audience. The way you started, Manoj, smile, curve on your face. That's lovely. I think it was so very relatable to everybody. And then you spoke about how smile has a mile within that, and it connects many, many miles. Amazingly well structured. Thereafter, it went into what all other elements can be to hook the audience. So it became a little more educative, so to say. Perhaps you could have added a personal story or how you do to engage the audience more, because as we all know, stories are the one which engages the most. So overall, very well concluded with regard to your topic. The highest point was the beginning. Well done. Thereafter came Colonel Prem, funniest miscommunication, difficult topic for a person of the stature of Colonel Prem, because you can imagine he would not have too many miscommunications. I can vouch for that. And he still found one, and it was WhatsApp miscommunication. And those of you who are WhatsApp admins or leading the WhatsApp can relate to it. Someone says something, someone says something else, and the messages are going all over the place. The audience is wondering what to do. Very, very relatable topic. And one input to you, Colonel Prem, try and see how your message can relate to and summarize in the end to the audience. That way, the takeaway for the audience becomes that much more richer. Well done by sharing a story. You still found one, and I was amazed at that. The next table topic speaker was Toastmaster Seema, best thing at office. And Seema spoke about staying connected with oneself and customers. Again, nicely done. Getting something in the return. Obviously, we go to office, we invest so much of our energy to get something back. I think those two messages were well delivered. Your delivery was also very good. One challenge which I'll give you next, try to induct your personal story. I think the stories building part of it makes the speech more engaging. Tough, let me tell you, especially in such a short time, how to think of story and induct into the table topic. But yes, that's one area where you can challenge yourself next when you come on the stage. Next was Toastmaster Ravinder, importance of humor at workplace. Ravinder doesn't have Monday blues. Ravinder, your next TMoD should be on this topic, how to avoid Monday blues, man. I can tell you practically everyone's having it nowadays. I don't know what's the reason. I used to think I don't have it, but I realized I also have it. Perhaps others' Monday blues has got played back to me. But anyway, so that was one thing. Your start was very good. It went after that a bit wavered. Inducting a nice short personal story is one good way which you can try next time you come on the stage. But well done with regard to sharing about and reminding us Monday blues. It's starting tomorrow. Diptendu, best vacations stories and the lesson you learned. Hawa Pani change. I think adding a little bit of Hindi, especially when people know it largely, is a good way, and you translated it as well. That was very well attempted. Smell of the air, pothole stories was funny. Humor always work, man. And the way you communicate humor makes it even more work. Very, very well done. But I think on the back of mind, I was thinking liquor in a way is a pothole. But yeah, let's not get there. But your ending of the message was with regard to embracing the falls during vacation, which was also very well done. Overall, very nicely stitched. I don't have any recommendation for you. Well done. Nital, lesson from failure. Failure and chartered accountants are synonyms or brother and sisters. And you shared your story, and you started with regard to failure is in our head, and of course people resort to drinking and smoking, and you resort to gyms and stuff. Very well done with regard to structuring of the speech part of it. Try and see if a small story or a little bit of humor can be added with regard to your table topic to enhance the impact of it, but your speech was relatable. This summarizes the table topics evaluation. Of course, I'll skip to evaluate mine because otherwise I am so strict a teacher for my own self. I'll have my own self all over the place. Okay, we move to now the key role players. I thought the timer did a good job. For my own table topic, somehow I could not see the timer cards, but I think that must be fault of my end. Advising people to ping timer is normally a good suggestion. One of the thing I have seen is the timer raise their hand. So with that, they are always visible to the audience. Perhaps that idea we can try next time we are taking the role, but extremely diligently done. Well done. The role of account grammarian, tough one. These two very, very tough to take, and kudos to Diptendu to having done both of them together. Your observations were good. Still, you could do the justice to both, and kudos to you. One recommendation with regard to improvement ideas on grammarian, if are avoided by the name, like not to share who did what, it works well. So I think that's one thing which we can work on. Coming to the table topic master, innovative man. Your stories, your topic were very, very innovative. One word, your table topic master today was innovative. Like TMoD said, you did not leave anyone. I was thinking you'll pardon me, but you did not. Here is yours. Thanks for that. It's important for all of us to be out of our comfort zone and attempt the topics which makes us grow step by step. So very well done. Topics were also relatable. You also shared the topic name and name topic twice, so which was also well done. A lot of table topic master misses that. One input which I'll give you next time you're coming on the stage is that first, after the speaker summarize what speaker has said, you jumped a little too quickly on what your story was and what you wanted to share your story. Summarizing what the speaker has said reminds the audience and in a way appreciates the speaker speech as well. So I think that's one area which you can work on. Secondly, when you were sharing your story, one felt that you were reading. So even if, yes, we all need to refer to our notes, try and see if you can have eye to eye contact with the audience. That works well when we are narrating our stories. So these are the couple of inputs which you can take back home. Our TMoG, Mr. Ravinder Malik, debutant. Was it debutant for you, Deepak, also? Did you play this role for the first time?
This is a third time when I played
Third
table
time.
topics.
All right. So I just wanted to make sure that while I'm complimenting the debutant, while I'm
So seems like Ashish has dropped off. Am I right?
Some network issues there.
Okay, there would be some network issues. All right, so as you can see that I have started sharing the voting links and more are coming up. So please start voting for the best role players, table topic speakers, and I'm sharing a couple of more voting links. Meanwhile, we'll wait for Ashish to rejoin.
My apologies for that interruption, guys. Am I audible to all of you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ashish, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This is the problem. Somebody rang me, and instead of rejecting, I clicked accept. Okay, that's the challenge of attending the meeting by phone. But yeah, thanks for bearing with me. Quickly moving to TMoD, I was going to relatable topic. Winters are here, and your pictures of some of the challenges and some of the foods was very relatable. You made us feel warm, and of course, you whetted our appetite. We are all going to hit the restaurants after it and have those kind of foods which you showed. Very well done, Toastmaster Ravinder. Also, I want to compliment that you reached out and you shared a little bit of a brief all the speakers, so which indicate the amount of homework you had done around your topic. Overall, well done. No particular recommendation for you. Keep coming, keep improving with regard to your delivery. Yeah, congratulations. Overall meeting well structured. We are 12:22, well within time. Timer, good job. Thank you. And one input with regard to the beginning of the meeting, again, my mistake if I did not follow it. As a Sergeant at Arm, we normally give a 10-second break asking everybody to mute their sound making device. I did not follow it or I did not focus on it, Diptendu, in case we did already. So pardon my observation on that, but that's one area which perhaps we can improve. Overall, must compliment the Sergeant at Arm act of rubbing our hands and creating that positive energy. Amazing. The presiding officer did complete justice to with regard to announcing the contest which is coming. I'll encourage everybody. I personally participated in the contest session last year, and it helped me to develop significantly. Right. On that note, I'll hand over back the stage to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Dipendra.
Cool. Thank you so much, Mr. General Evaluator Ravinder. If you have some concluding remarks as the TMoD, feel free to take the stage.
Yeah, thanks, Toastmaster Dipendo. I'm already done with the conclusion. I think you stage is now yours.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ravinder. Well, in that case, it's time for voting for the best role players for today's meeting. I hope you have started voting for each of the forms that I have shared on our group. And I am going to take a look at the results. Just a moment. All right.
Tendu, could you share the first two forms again? Because I moved out, so it's showing me
First
only
two forms again.
a
Got it.
speaker and supplementary role player I have. But since I was moved out of the meeting, I don't have
There
that
you
there.
go.
Thank you.
So I can see responses have started coming in for the best table topic speaker, for the best role player, for the best speaker, of course. And then we have, okay, I haven't received responses for the best evaluator. Please send in responses for that as well. And okay, this is going good. Best evaluator and best supplementary role player. Okay, is the best evaluator form visible to everyone? Because I don't see any responses there.
No, you did not share the link.
I did not.
I don't see the link.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
The latest link is for the best evaluator. Please go ahead and vote for the best evaluator as well. Best evaluator. Do we have votes? Yes, now we do. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some fun. First of all, this meeting, any value that has been generated through this meeting is because of all of us, each one of us. The moment we speak, the moment we take the stage, we add value with our insights, with the way we speak, maybe with our language skills, with our stories, with our perspectives. So this meeting is truly like the preamble of Indian Constitution, for the Toastmasters, by the Toastmasters. So a round of applause for all the Toastmasters. And it's time to hear in the results for today's meeting. The best supplementary role player, Neetal and I, were the contenders for it. And Neetal, let me tell you, it was so close, but I won. Just kidding. So the audience members were kind enough to adjudge me as a worthy enough supplementary role player, but of course, a fantastic job done by everyone. Uh, Best evaluator, it is okay. So Neetal and I were the the two evaluators for today's meeting, and the audience members adjudged me as a decent evaluator today. So. But of course, the votes have been split, and that's very important to know. Wow, I'm feeling very weird saying all these sentences. Uh, Now, on to the best speaker. We heard two wonderful speeches today, one from Charu and another from Colonel Prem. So, today, the best speaker award has been given to Toastmaster Charu. Charu, really well done. It was wonderful listening to your speech, and of course, Colonel Prem, a great speech delivered by you as well. On to the best table topics speaker. So we had what 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, around 8 participants in today's table topics. I was disqualified on account of time, and I can see that the best table topic speaker, I think I'm going colorblind because I can't make out who is. Okay, got it. So the best table topic speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Ashish. And finally, the best role player. We had three wonderful role players. Toastmaster Ravinder had a full-fledged theme that he shared with all of us. Toastmaster Deepak had probably a prepared speech which he split during the entirety of his table topic. And of course, Ashish was fabulous with his insights during the general evaluation section. So the best role player for today's meeting is Toastmaster Ashish as the GE. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending today's meeting. What's very important for us all is to have some benefits out of Toastmasters. So, even though we ask guests for feedback, I'd like to ask all of you for say a one-liner feedback for today's meeting, starting with Toastmaster Deepak. Your takeaways and your takeaways and areas you think we should improve on in a sentence.
So, Toastmaster Diptendu, so I have lots of areas to be improved. and especially for this communication and the presentation. So it's not always perfect a man in every section of their life. Some of their section may be some weak points. So to trying to remove these weak points from that section. So that's why I'm here. And Toastmaster is something which gives me a confidence to be present in front of audience, and this will help me in my day-to-day life as well. So that's why thank you, Toastmaster, and to
Absolutely.
you all. Thank you.
Well, Deepak, you are a fabulous person, and it's always good to hear from you. But yeah, this feedback is for the meeting, right? So how can the meeting be better so that it helps you even more? Okay, so from other speakers, other members, I'd like to hear how can the meeting be improved so that it becomes more valuable for you as an attendee. Moving on to Neetal.
The meeting was perfect for today. We started on time, ending on time, and we could have picked up the roles better earlier. Uh, At last moment, taking up two roles was difficult, but I think we both managed well.
Yeah.
So role filling should have done it in a better way. That's it.
Cool. Certainly, that's an area of improvement for us, Neetal. We'll collectively try to do better on this regard. On to Toastmaster Ravinder. Ravinder, how can we improve the quality of our meeting, or what's your feedback on today's meeting?
Hi, Master TM Ditendra. So I think we are doing our best, and I'm not seeing anything we need to enhance. I think things are going pretty good, and everyone is doing their best role player and preparing and everything. So I'm not in a state of mind to brief anything about the more improvements.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm glad you are enjoying our meetings, and that only means that you would keep coming and taking up more roles, which can only be good for you and for us. On to Toastmaster Prem. Colonel Prem, please unmute.
Yes, I think we're always trying to push and develop and push ourselves. And I think all of us have done that, the role players, the evaluators, and even the speakers. And I think these feedbacks which come to us, there is opportunity for us to co-opt those, and then in subsequent speeches and deliveries, and even in design of our sort of speeches, whether table topics or the prepared speech, we could do that. Maybe we could perform better. Otherwise, I think it's always great and to see and attend this one.
Wonderful. Great to hear. Great to know your thoughts, Colonel Prem. And now I'd request Toastmaster Seema to share her feedback.
Well, for me, it's always pleasure to be here. Like, I really love the style of Ashish ji, the energy he has, the panache he has, the way he connects everybody with his smile and delivery style is awesome. Along with it, Diptendu, I really, appreciate the fact the way you both deliver the feedback so beautifully, as if the flowers are coming out. So it's like a great style, I would say, and I really love it. Talking about Premji, the content is so awesome. Nitin, I really love your smile and the calmness you possess. And yes, if I talk about our TMoD for today, the way he brought up the concept was quite amazing. TTM Deepak ji, it was quite amazing, though I forgot actually the title while delivering. However, it was all amazing. It's truly a lot to learn from all of you. Yes, when it comes to the improvement side, though everyone is doing great, but I truly feel as far as the virtual platform is concerned, if we are going to keep our videos on, that would again further add more energy and enthusiasm. So yes, I know whenever there was performance, everyone turned on, but later on, everyone switched it off. So as far as possible, however, everyone is supposed to, and I'm sure they are doing the great. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Good to hear. Good to hear that, Toastmaster Seema. Thank you so much. And Toastmaster Charu, any feedback from you for today's meeting?
Hi, the meeting was an absolute pleasure, like always. So it was wonderful to be there. And also, I like to share that, past few years I have been part of different Toastmaster clubs because on my Toastmaster journey. But I am really in awe of Leaders Connect Toastmaster Club and the Storyteller Club because the people, the role players here, the members here are so so they're just wonderful with what they do, and they're all so refined and especially the roles they play are just up to the mark, and they up the ante for everyone else to follow. So wonderful, yeah.
Words of encouragement, Charu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we have heard feedback from all the meeting attendees today, and Sunday.
Toastmaster Diptendu,
Yeah,
last I
Deepak.
want to go.
Sure,
So,
sure, sure.
what I felt, so more audience engagement. So I trying to apply in my role player as well, because sometimes if the person like me, a quiet guy, so I don't come up in the front till the time my name asked, right? So I just want if we have some more engagement of audience so that we can come. I familiar with this audience now. That's why I'm comes with as a role player and all these section. But if I'm new, so I never come in front.
All right, all right. So that is another area that we could together work upon. And that's a fair point, Deepak. Cool, cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's just 12:35 p.m. Sunday still has got 11 and a half hours remaining. So, relax, enjoy time with your family, give yourself some rest, and recharge your batteries for the week that is going to start tomorrow. It was wonderful spending a couple of hours with you all today. And get ready for the table topics contest that is going to be conducted on 15th of December. That means you have only 7 days, and both members from Leaders Connect and Storytellers need to reach out to their respective residents and VP educations, Mohit and me basically, and just send in your interests regarding your participation in the contest. If not, I'd like to again ask you all right here whether you'd be open to playing a role in the contest. Deepak, Prem, would you be open to playing a role in the contest, or would you like to participate in the contest? I'm explicitly asking.
I think it will be a problem when I may be traveling on 15th actually. So
Okay. All
I'm
right.
also traveling,
Deepak,
Toastmaster Diptendu.
you're also traveling? You're
Yes.
traveling. Okay. Okay then. You have a good travel. What about you, Seema? Seema, would you like to participate or like to take up a role during the contest?
If I become a member here, then I would definitely love to participate.
Become a member and participate. I'd love that as well. All right. Neetal, how about you?
I'll participate.
Okay, that's cool. Ravinder, would you be
Yeah,
participating
depend.
or can
For
you take
me
up a role?
also, I have some travel plan. If I won't, then definitely will take one role and the participation as well. So still not finalized.
All right, that's cool. Charu, what about you? Your plans for 15th? Would you like to participate in the contest or be willing to take up a role for organizing the contest? Okay. So Charu might be preoccupied. Cool. So at least right now I know that Neetal would be participating. I again urge all of you to participate first. We would manage role players as well, of course. We have to be the role players for our own contest, so that will be taken care of. But if you have got friends in the Toastmasters fraternity who can help us with the rules for the contest, please reach out to me and let me know their names so that I can then connect them with the chief judge and the contest chair. Cool. Again, a wonderful time spent. You all of you have a great Sunday ahead and a great week ahead. And with that, let's call it off. Bye. We can drop from the meeting now because I'd be ending the meeting. So
I
the
like,
session.
Mr. Ashish, that smile has a mile in.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful.
That was a nice one.
Yes, it was. It was. It was.
Thank you.
Ashish has so many great phrases to share with all of us. I absolutely enjoy listening to him.
Thank you, Mr. Diptendu.
All right then. Chalo. Bye everyone.